where we both get to see the very best out of these two teams. Complexity, of course, still integrating not only JKS into the roster, it was some time ago now, but also Poison back from his break. Good to see the Bulgarian AWPer, who has got moments of brilliance in him, back in his ranks and competing at the very top of their group.
Yeah, and things are still changing over there in that Complexity CT side complexion. They have JKS moved more to that main role from ramp. So let's see how that one plays on out here. You got your 1x bet odds at the top of the screen. Heroic are still just the favorites here as Squeaky gets blown off. Smoke on out.
Ooh, he tried to get in vents and he succeeded.
Oh, they're going for a ladder swing very fast here, closing down the space with the Glocks. Poison's going to be overrun.
Yeah, and he's actually given it to them. What was that? Blame's gone into the vents and knifes down as he drops. He's got more to do, but Cadian says no. They've got 2 Heaven and 2 Secret. This is so kooky. Poison was not expecting that. That's the kit gone. And now, well, they've got Secret with the bomb. They're going back to top. They've got so much control. Config can ruin it all. Such a good chance.
Been spotted now.
Now, long range with the Glock. Tessus finds him. Lobby the threat. Bomb down. JKS as well. Just rush now for Heroic to find. Dane set for the 1-0 here. And not quite the team ace. Everyone still alive has contributed. Let's see who's going to get that one extra heads up in the scores.
Oh, he's backing off. All right.
Okay,
Rush wants his Kevlar.
Can't blame him. Can't fault him.
Kill. So does Cadian. So up the ladder. They're chasing. I think Rush has heard this as well. He's going to start pivoting back, being run on down. How far can you go? Well, guess what? Fenced off now. Has to take the fights. Bomb yet to blow on up. So there's time for this. He's being gooshed. Tessus, can he hold on to his life? A second on to Cadian. There's $600. So not too bad from Rush there, all things considered. But the fact that Heroic did a play like that, I love it and I hate it, all at the same time. The fact that they have gone for Secret Control, Vent Control, and Heaven Control all at the same time, and then made it work.
Stan was dropping vents. I had forgotten about that part.
So I was like, let's attack them on 3 different fronts, all across the map, and make it work.
Why don't we do that strat in our pistol rounds?
We don't know how to shoot people in the head. We have to throw our bodies at them. But you can see what happens when you do know how to shoot them in the head. Poison had no idea that was happening. Communication all over the shop.
You just assume that the info that's being relayed is for the pack.
Oh, okay. Well, there's Config aggressive ramp. You're going to be seeing him over towards this position. He picks up the secondary AWP as well. Poison will be in tandem with Blame F as the yard defenders.
Okay. 2 funky deaths for Stown. The first one to fall in both so far. He was knifed by Blame, which is why he's got himself a FAMAS and Kevlar. Like, that's not a bad buy with an extra 1,500 injected into your bank account.
They made it across here, and Blame probably could have pivoted and picked. It wasn't a full smoke wall, so I'm not sure if they're aware that they have completely lost control of Secret.
I think he's worked out that there's a possibility because he's shifting ramp fast.
Yeah, but I still feel that you would have rotated numbers lower already if you knew they crossed. Because they did it quietly, right? They just threw smokes towards main. They pushed Poison back. Config's down here now.
Glass is broken already, so he can sneak in. Tucked in close. They're not looking. Oh, no. Doesn't quite connect his shots. He's brought 2 of them down to half. And that does soften him up for FAMAS, Scout, and Deagle alike.
Taking the time here, Rogue, using their utility. Dark's just being cleared on out.
Smoke on Tessus.
Another molly on refresh as well for this ramp position.
Shush responsible for the Secret. 3 from ramp. Good use of the Molotov. Isolates Flame to 1. Fight and more damage. Refresh chipped away at Cadian, responsible for the plant. They're coming in. Refresh loses his life now. Rush just finds 2 with the hand cannon. Shush trying to make it competitive. He's done well, as has Tessus. They're now holding for this defuse. And Poison dropping the incendiary as they look to hold it. It's a 10-second defuse. Flame trying to stop them. No, does get knocked off the bomb. Gets awkward now for the in-game leader. Shushy was there with his squad mate. Calling the bluff of the fake. Makes it all too clear. Blame looking for the fight. Shush could just survive, and there is Heroic. I mean, they've been tested, but Blame taking an AK and Kevlar sounds like a bit too good of an opportunity.
Oh, he wants to take down Shush, but he's just going to stay over towards window room. He will survive here, Shush, but Blame will not.
Ouch.
That is calling the bluff right there. Not rotating back past, staying in the bomb site, denies Blame everything. Here's Rush's 2 shots to make this one look possible.
Yeah, this second one came out of nowhere. Yeesh.
Lovely shooting there. The patience of Tessus, I think, is the key. JKS went down trying to drop down Ven, and that removed any other avenue to deal with this lower bomb site. So frustrating to lose everything there, as Complexity will have to opt into these pistols once more. The guns will have to wait one more round.
Back foot straight out of the gate, though.
Yeah, well, Squeaky Nade it open, so one back in exchange, and on to Stown. More damage to kick off these rounds here. 3 in a row he's copped it. This time he still lives, 83 points of health. And this should be a heroic third on the board. Warning shots. Territory taken, refresh tucked on in now, so pressure will start to be applied here.
Yeah, Stown was holding that line, hoping for the first inquisitive look towards the open Squeaky would enable a frag. It hasn't quite. Outside smokes, different variation required of Cadian. He'll throw that one towards the red container. Tessus mantles up.
Secret looks clean right now, so refresh just checking this one out, underhanding a smoke, doing this one on the fly, making it look stylish as they've managed to get him across. Now it's just the manage of the bomb and the rest of the teammates.
I'm always interested to know how the lobby player has positioned himself. Can we just check in on Shush? When you're given the whole sole responsibility of lobby control, he's actually opted for trophy, so this is interesting. He'll get the sound cue as they aggress. 2 to 3 footsteps called at least. Minimum. And they are not going to check him. Oh, it's beautiful from Shush. I wouldn't have thought about that when I'm given when I'm tasked with lobby, Chad. I'm not in trophy. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite a forward position there, but that's quite the stall out of this Complexity eco round.
Yeah, that's perfect. It could not have gone better for Shush. And admittedly, there is the caveat of his AK being recoverable. Can't fault him for that. Stown may be able to take at least another weapon away, or just be the sidearm of Rush.
Rush
in fact,
is clearing this, mate. No way, Jose.
There may be a second as well on the cards.
Blame couldn't hold on to this last round. Let's see if he can do it again. This time a few more to contend with.
He's just hiding in plain sight again. Remember the save in mid-Mirage?
Yeah, well.
Not this time.
Main and goes down. That's going to be 3-0. Quick little check-in with the B stream. Renegades, not only did they win their first map, they won the series, Alex. They just 2-0'd big.
Oh my lord.
I cannot believe it.
That's a combination of a 1-2 punch of not only big and Tabson saying, yeah, I think we'll win the rest, but also Renegades finding their first in the game that didn't matter.
And Alistair, he had a good series, so at least positive signs for the Renegades to leave EPL. OG versus FPX going a third as well, so that B stream running in conjunction with this one. But let's get back underway here. The first gun round comes out. Poison, we know he can be instrumental towards Yard for these opening picks, but smoked off, can't see a bloody damn thing.
Oh, there we have it.
Apparently.
Yep, straight X-ray vision. Refresh is gone. And Complexity are in hot pursuit of their first round here.
Well, Testa's down the
what?
vent. Down
How
out
does Stown get here? He's managed to sneak his worm his way in towards ramp and already punishes. Poison wants to swing out. Really awkward, but he does manage to find control. That was an important frag from Poison. Config now has a lot of peace of mind. He knows he doesn't have to be concerned with ramp as he sets his sights on what could be the lower.
Oh, they're going to try and pivot back up vent if KDM makes this kill onto JKS.
He hasn't converted. Now, everything points towards Complexity taking this. They can't surely be going for it.
He's dead.
Oh, they're booking him with the nade, but he finishes with the bullets out the vent. One more required, and they finish it off. More impact from Rush. 6 frags, in fact, at the very tippy top of the server scoreboard so far.
That's a very good setup right there for Complexity to deal with a team like Heroic, who like to walk out late Squeak and like to do these pops either back up or down the vents late to mid-round. So if they do a setup like that where they were playing either vent, you can see this JKS tucked into the close one to deal with Squeaky. Rush is sitting there, he's going to deal with Hut. And the cool thing is, if they try and walk in main, it's a bit of a gauntlet, right? You have to check right, left, and the back of sight. It's not normally a common setup because you can be mollied out and cleared quite easily, but Complexity playing this after they've lost territory, making it work.
Yeah, and the beauty of CT vent as well is that Rush can give the info that there is any, take those fights on Heaven as well. If there are any other outside info lost, if you do lose your outside players, you've got pretty solid crossfire for the top site.
Yeah, some awkward angles there for sure.
Okay, we do get the Mac 10 out of Cadian.
Yeah, and I wonder here, he has a good spawn. If they wanted to do something fast and have him bounding in...
People don't do vent dives with the bomb anymore, do they?
Look, I think we might have one here. If they've been able to get this vent control a couple of times, why not?
They might have like a super sweaty, heroic way of doing the bomb down the vents. Maybe there's a good smoke or something. Or is it going to just be old-fashioned? Nade off the door. Molly to contend with, JKS to peek, and here they go, straight away in the flames. It's JKS. No vision, no problem. Tessa's traded. Rush as well, in the feed for 2.
Good trade.
It's chaos, absolute chaos, but as things start to calm down, Rush lines up as third. Cadian caught, Stown lost, 1v3. And the bomb loose in limbo. Config hiding CT vent, his crosshair placement's perfect. Stown looks for the tap. To no success, to no avail.
Just trying to be a nuisance right now, but this is tough to get back into. So many eyes. I don't think Complexity will let another train incident happen when they have the bomb on down. Swooping it. Stown has the molly. Smoke is going to fade. Are they going to fight him? Are they going to pick him?
He's expecting someone to have a look, and you can see Poison is itching to have a go. It's Rush. Takes 4. Quad kill from the top site defender, and getting him off to a strong start is always going to reflect well on the Complexity scoreline.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't win the round where he had that Deagle impact. If you go back and you watch Rush on some of these like 4-spy or low-buy rounds with the Deagle, that's where his impact tends to be felt. And those rounds are impact rounds that get felt as the game flows on through. JKS plays anti-flash, grabs the first, Rush then mopping up the rest, and Complexity now have got their second. Heroic just down to these pistols. Glocks, P250 for Cadian, flash for Stown.
Oh, that could do some damage. Yikes! 90 damage from the HE. Doesn't get much higher than that. Similar fate for Stown. From the M4, and Poison's just having a bit of fun with it. Warming up.
Oh, JKS just got destroyed from top main. Cadian, cheeky, makes that P250 get him something. Reinvestment from JKS is going to hurt.
Definitely reflects well on your AWPer when Yard is tested without util, and he kills them all real quick.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Now, back in the day when people didn't know how to throw nades properly, when I played Counter-Strike, people like Kenny S would just destroy you like that. That would be how a gun round would look. So if you want to see a masterclass of Nuke Yard AWPing, go watch I think it was like 2014, Kenny's team.
This is what it is. Here are Voxer Minor trying to get across with their 8Ks.
no,
They're sponged! No, sponged! They can't believe it! Sponged!
He owned us that game. It wasn't even funny. I don't think we even had a warehouse smoke. Why were we even playing Nuke?
What are they doing? These weird Australians, inflatable kangaroos, and no smokes. Let's get into it. Round 7, final map of our series tonight. Looking to round out and put a cherry on Group A. I promise you want to join us for Group B. It's going to be a raunchy ride that I'm excited to take you on.
Huge names in that group.
Yeah, I mean, just answering the question of what happened to Vitality at Katowice. You know, what's happening here? So many questions I can't wait to start answering. Right now, it's a refresh. He delivers so close to losing a player for Heroic, though. 2 of them catching heavy flak. And it's not the favorable duel for Poison. Oh! He's got a quick flick at him. He'll take 1. Stown again with the late arrival. He'll finish off and confirm ramp is clear.
They're still pushing lobby right now.
Config's quite quick to the punch. Stown will hear this. They're not being any secretive about it. He's worked it out, pinpoints it, and quick frag from JKS. Very competitive now. A crucial frag found from Refresh, though.
Might be the save.
It could be. You could argue it should be. So low. He's found all 3 of them here, Refresh. He could be on for an ace, and they do walk into his crossfire. He just sends them packing, stolen by Shush. But another huge round from Heroic. Look at the tight margins by which they convert that.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Blame putting Refresh low at the start of that round, and
then the spray
impact.
Like, that's the dink. 3 HP, and he continues to find another 3 frags off the back of that. Just trading off his teammates. This is the crucial one. Config was quite early to that rotate.
But imagine if that was anybody else other than Poison lower in that window side. With the low HP of a couple, maybe that's 2 kills. Maybe that's not just 1. In Complexity, oof. They're going to have to take a timeout to talk this one through. JKS going down to that P250. The ramifications of that being felt 2 rounds prior means MP9 for him. A couple of M4s, Config blame. Rush has something in store for him on the ground, and, well, there it is, Poison with the AWP again. They lose this one, it might be a chance for Heroic to surge forward. So a lot on the line here, and as teams are both in the reach right now of having their economy broken, round 8 has a lot of ramifications. Buy is better for Heroic, utility is good. No kit for Complexity here. Tried a couple of these explosive maneuvers. But when they do the smoke walls and get across secret, it just seems one-way traffic. Config.
Got it. I got faith. Tassis is next on his shopping list, and he's already starting to scratch it off. Denied. Heroic losing 2 players early, though, and it's some of the most impactful.
Look at all the space, though. All 3 players have ramp control.
Yeah, but who's down?
Lower. He's too far away. He's just come down secret now, and he is checking every corner. They have no idea that all 3 Heroic players are here. That means Vent's a problem. That's why they're pushing lobby.
Doesn't spread it far enough. Oh! Sitting Ducks down, goes down. The mood soured for Heroic now.
Well, for Complexity have clawed their way into the site.
Yeah, look at that. 3 of them. Wow, that's brutal.
Peek on out, everybody's home. That was, you were right, it was literally the molly not being deep enough. That was the only reason that was made possible, and that's a bit of a flub right there. Bit of a fumble. Heroic, a team who we credit for their good utility usage, and this is it, you see. Should be landing a little bit deeper. Free kill. Stown probably going, guys.
You mollied door, right? Yeah, man, mollied door, mollied door.
Mollied door. All right, well, it will just be the pistols. So this is where we get the lighter buy from Heroic here, and a chance for Complexity to take the lead in this one. Squeaky gets naded open. Looks like they're ready to explode out hot on some flashes.
Ooh, that incendiary from JKS is going to surge Stown forward, and Rush in his loving embrace fills 2 with lead. Refresh! Look at the impact this kid just had. 2. The whole top site just got peppered by the P250. Fortunately, that's all for Complexity as they do take control of the lead. It's, I mean, just the fact that we don't have a surging scoreline and then another ridiculous response. That's how Mirage and Train both shaped up.
Yeah, so finally some back and forth Counter-Strike here, and those 2 kills of Refresh right there, they're going to have huge ramifications if this stays this way, right? The CT economy, things are going to cost a little bit more if Complexity keep losing numbers in rounds where they want to try and keep it clean. It's good work from Heroic. Yard smokes again, this time nobody behind it. It's going to be the diagonal wall. Blame. His molly, it hasn't done what he desired. Smoke wall was not extinguished.
It's because it's this new funky diagonal one, a bit deeper, still does the same job. Stown's in! Whoa, Tesla's 2. I don't think Rush is ready. JKS is fully flashed. Refresh is doing all of his hard work with the util, but it's Rush and Blame dealing with it.
Config here too.
He's been so good. Can he be better? Refresh hunting around the smoke. He should have booked Config here. And trigger discipline for a moment. Just a moment. The reactionary push from Blame will be instantaneous. If he can catch Blame first, it's a double kill and it's a 1 round. Poison Vents will be allowed rotate util information. He conveys it all. He's just hoping for 1 extra frag. Does he take it yet? The bomb's there. He's desperately hoping that Heaven gives him something, or he'll just opt to pull the trigger. Tucks in from the potential. Suddenly, Complexity scramble. Blame doesn't want to lose his life yet. The unknown entity of Refresh looking to clutch up. Call in the X Factor. Now to realize that potential. Blame won't be able to respond. All of this waiting around has enabled him to not only perfectly flash, but plant. Blame's back up the ladder. Refresh. Oh! Great headshot! This is happening! What on earth? The trigger discipline into the reactions. He's filling everything you could possibly desire into a clutch. It's Poison, and he solves the riddle. Saves the day, but wow, close to a career highlight there from Refresh.
That was wild. The fact that he was so patient, just looking and hoping that maybe somebody from Complexity overstepped the line. The first on to Config, he wouldn't have even known what to call.
Dude, the mindset to see Config and to play the round out like that is someone that believes he could clutch that every single day of the week. Like, that is powerful stuff. Look how long he took. That's about 30 seconds. I wonder where he started to change his mind and take that first frag. That second, I was convinced. Poison's the one to bail them out of trouble, though, and that's really good shooting from him. Controls the spray, a slither gap, and a relief for Config, I'm sure.
Well, Heroic keeping their foot on the gas here. The plant will enable another buy. They can keep the pressure up. These early stages, the trades, they have been back and forth, and now Poison aggressive here.
You can catch Refresh.
Oof, they think better of that immediately, not peeking around that corner.
Yard clears the call. Stown is way downtown. What the bloody hell? Down the vents?
Yeah, Yanko spoke about his persistence and peskiness around these vents while now slipping the net.
Ooh, baby. Good catch from Rush. They have to get the bomb there, though, and that is through Config Zorp, who is primed and ready.
Stown is still tucked in.
We need a door trick or something? Like, how is he gonna...
Yeah, they need to break the windows at the same time, maybe try and sell this, but Complexity must know there's a chance.
Like, Refresh wants to cross, Poison's holding it. Low sight might be the dream, but how do you realize it? Smokes are available. Stound's still floating around. He doesn't want to make a sound cue. Maybe there's someone, no one's squeaky, yeah, so he doesn't have a way to actually go unannounced towards ramp.
If they go really late on this, they can drop 2 smokes, just underarm them here. They can cross. They know that vent rotation is cut off, so all they need to focus on is ramp. If they're quick as they rotate down and they're through, Stound dropping that smoke, that's going to put so much pressure on right now.
Yeah, suddenly Blame realizes there's a whole lot more progress being made than he anticipated. They're pivoting from ramp. He has config support, and more than support, he has his frags. A second for config as a third provided by Blame. They have successfully fought the wolf from the door. Sjuush won't plant. Blame makes sure of that. It's only Cadian. Double kill for the 2 Danes in Complexity.
1v5, 15 seconds. Not a chance in the world. He's just going to hold on to this one.
I bet that coffee's well cold by now. Do you drink the cold coffee when you forget about it?
Nope.
I do. It's actually quite a delicacy, I think. Especially when it's like, you know, hotel burnt coffee.
Yeah, we love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 dunker.
Cold burnt coffee. That's my fetish.
I'd rather go without. So, yeah, I really, really think they are so lucky that Stound dropped his smoke too deep. If that gap wasn't as big as it was, config maybe doesn't get one. They might get the trade. You see they're there and they're not. That's the video games for you, and Cadian gets to hold on to the AK-47. However, they need to talk this one through. Their second timeout being used here. Refresh can buy. Sjuush, Tessus, and Stound could all get Galils. They could also get SMGs. They could get Tech 9s. They could partial buy to help out Cadian's AK, or they could eco. Refresh could hold on to his cash. They could drop an AWP a little bit later. There are so many options right now. Let's wait and see what picture will Heroic paint us coming out of this buy. It will just be the upgraded pistol, so a half buy, keep everybody's cash around that 2K mark.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Cadian spent his $50 on a decoy.
Yeah, $50 doesn't get you much these days.
No, he was just excited to spend it, you know?
He wanted to join in. He sees everyone else splashing the cash.
Yeah, he wants to make the cool sound effect. Vents tested and successful. They get a nade down the vents. Poison's got the lineup. He doesn't have the bomb, but he wants to take the space, and he's in time. Woof, Refresh, a chance, a small one. Element of surprise, perhaps. Config may not be anticipating this. Bang! Oh, and things get awkward now. He picks up a smoke and an AWP, and he's getting awkward now. Cadian even flanking them. This is good stuff. He's caught another. Now Refresh swings out for a second. Heroic are making these weapons, these deagles and a single saved AK hurt.
That one would be deep enough, let me tell you. JKS now down secret. Rush is taking
timing.
Refresh. It's a 1-on-2.
And Rush does not take his time. Quick to the trigger. 8 for Complexity.
Yeah, they couldn't find the big green right there, but that very, very interesting. I think the fact that Refresh slipped that net. Imagine if the nade didn't come down the vent. They're having a really tough time dealing with this. Watch the nade, follows him down, explodes, bombs down, just marooned right there as Refresh does his very best.
Taking the initiative to not see that bomb loose and think, I have to do it all, to just try and find that blind spot on the ramp AWPer. Like, this is some proper video gaming, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's very close stuff here, but the scoreline is not. 8-4. Complexity.
Oh, Blame's up to his usual tricks.
Okay.
Haven't seen one of these this half.
The Argy-Bargy here.
He tends to cause a ruckus. Oh, shotguns in the AWP hut exchange.
Oh, they've lost him. Refresh, look at this.
Another impact frag. Catches the AWPer loosey-goosey on the site. Rush is feeling a little bit of pressure now, but he has got 17-5. Can't seem to break this top site hold from Rush.
They have to be so worried about outside. The fact that Refresh got past Blame there means there could be more, and more is coming. 1 smoke, Molly, 2 flashes, HE. That's all that remains right now, and Blame is worried about Warehouse. That inquisitive glance means that he thinks somebody's home. We can see that is not the case whatsoever. And Heroic just making sure there was no yard aggression. Tessus here. Clearing out.
Sticks around.
Yeah, the question is, in this 4-on-4, Poison's normally the AWPer, right? He's the player that plays in swing.
Yeah, but Tessa smoking main will kind of like feed into their paranoia. Oh, info and a whole lot of damage. Damn, Rush didn't get to pull the trigger for long, but he's inflicted significant damage. He could finish it off. Stound's healthy, and he lines up 2. Needs a third, tucks into the lobby, continues to apply the pressure. He swings out for a third. JKS sends Heroic out of this round. Cadian to clutch up. 15 seconds, he hears him. Only the Glock, are you serious? Dropping in, Config making it a bit awkward.
Now.
JKS is low. Can't seem to find and put a finger on it. 9 for the defense, and they'll even scavenge away double AWPs. They're taking it in turns to be the hero. 4 for Justin this time.
Oof, left, right, up, down. Cadian didn't know where to look. Absolutely harassed. And I said all on JKS. As soon as Rush falls, Blame goes down towards Yard as well. He has to deal with these Ts, all who think they have a free ticket onto the site. Finds the final kill, an important kill. 9-4 now. Remember, the winner of this game tops the group. They get a ticket all the way through to the play-ins. They will meet the tops of groups A, B, C, D, everybody, all the big dogs. They'll meet for a little bit of a mini group in the playoffs, and that is a long ways down the track here, but it means you skip so many rounds.
He's made the call. It's going to be light on util, at least for a couple of members of the squad.
They've been getting this vent access, though. I wonder if they want to keep trying to punish that gap. You know, drop a player down the vent, force the rotation, pop back onto the top site. Or use the secret smokes to get yourself down lower very, very quick. There they go. These are the instants. You can't deny these. Molly to secure it. Blame doing his best. Bottlenecks them towards the mouth of secret, but the limped out. They're a little bit slower. Cadian, he's going right behind it. Look at this.
Oh, crosshair did find and grace Cadian for a moment, but they're going main on this? They're going main on this? They knew that the outside player was blue, so they know this is a gap. He swings out from the garage and finds them.
Under pressure.
Tail end of it. Good damage inflicted by Blame. He's made that so costly. Now, don't forget, Cadian did go down secret, but that's it. He stopped. Poison pushing for some lobby info or a bit more of an aggressive ramp hold.
He has to, because that ladder, it's on a timing. If they continue to pressure around ladder base, maybe up heaven, he would go down. Now that he's tucked on in more aggressively, he can also clear out a bit of information. Cadian with footsteps, that's going to cause the comms on Complexity to heat on up.
Yeah, and Config's holding it with an AWP, so he baits the shot and enables safe passage. Couldn't finish my sentence. Config finished Cadian. Into lobbies. Down may not be ready for this.
Yeah, well, Poison's going to keep searching here, and if he does, he may get a timing on Stown, who's pressuring Hut. Rush is looking towards ladder. JKS is covering the rest.
17. Can Rush successfully defend his site again? I'm running out of fingers to keep count of all this. Stown finds one. Crosshair placement, perfect. And he's found, though, 2-on-2. Poison, he's making a lot of noise about this. 2 AWPs. Certainly doesn't sound like it should work, but look at this from Config. Takes initiative, takes aggression. Tessus under scrutiny. Pushed in, missed the shot again. Config too shy. Whoa, Poison not far off finding Stown. He knows what he's up to.
Trading places now.
Yeah, the wall bangs. One wall bang, it's all it would take. Close quarters, hunts it. No scope's not gonna be. Into the belly. Now an AK.
That's time for this.
Has the kit as well. Stown is there, spots him out, pushed the site though.
Janky, what's going on?
No time, surely. Stown just has to dance around the site. Plays out. Has he got it? It's damn close. Poison knows. He's not getting away from this one. Heroic posting their 5th. And that was crucial stuff. My God, what happened to Complexity's money? They just won like 7 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but they've been relatively close rounds, right? The last 2.
6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but the last 2 that they did win, only 2 players survived, right? So really unable to keep that economy swelling, having to drop guns, a lot of reinvestments. Heroic have kept them right on the knife's edge. And for the final round here in this first half of the last map, it'll be nothing. It'll be peanuts. It'll be SMGs. It'll be a couple of upgraded pistols. JKS, he could probably drop an AWP across.
Ooh.
We're just jiving, guys. It's Friday night. Wait, no. It is Friday night.
Let's go tear up the club, Chad.
We know that you guys aren't out, but you're out with us. Get up in your living rooms. Stand on the coffee table.
Yeah, let's like make awkward eye contact and avoid each other for an entire evening.
Yeah, and if you want to go make your bathroom look like a club, well, I have a couple of choice suggestions. Maybe we'll save them for my Twitter.
Make your bathroom like a nightclub.
Yeah, just go and pour some Red Bull on the ground.
Oh, that's perfect.
Wait about an hour or 2.
Yeah.
Let it dry.
Yeah.
Then go walk over in your favorite shoes.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then, yeah, go home with beer all tipped down your shirt.
Yeah, that sounds just about right.
All right. Well, it is this awkward buy, but JKS has facilitated Poison with an AWP, so let's see. Are they expecting this, Heroic?
Bada bing. Not quite the boom. Look at him.
How many chances
He's
is he gonna
so
get?
willing to take these duels, dude. They are angry. They won 6. JKS pushing with his squad mates into lobby, so that's a lot of info for Cole. They'll know there's no one home.
It's too late, doesn't it?
They're already surging down into the lower side, and you've only got MP9s.
Someone has to get here and get here quick.
Okay, config. Just about. Not the range you want to be unloading your MP9. Tessa's to plan. I wish Flame was a little more prepared for refresh, but there you have it. It's 9-6. 6 posted on the T side. Hard to divide them. And this is getting me feeling a certain type of way. See you after the break.
I picked Device as AWP because I think he's such a good individual player and he's such a good team player. And in a good team, you can't have just star players, everyone, because people are kind of individual thinking. I think if I had Subu and Simple and stuff like that, it would kind of break the lineup. So I picked Device because he helps the team while he also plays pretty good. Simple as a star player, I picked him basically because he's insane. Every single time he plays against good teams, he has good stats. So he's the star player in the team, and he's just killing everybody with every single gun there is in the game. Pistols, AK, M4, AWP, doesn't really matter. And then I picked Stavn as an anchor. I know that Stavn isn't an up-and-coming player, but I think he's still a young player that you can like make into your own type of anchor and like tell him what to do. And every single time I see Stavn play sides alone, he just kills so many people, and I think it's going to be so easy to rotate. Then I have Glaive as IGL. It's the obvious pick. I wanted to pick BlameF, but I picked him instead. I think he's a good mid-round caller, and I think he's good at like making a team feeling and taking decisions for other people and taking individual decisions as well. And then I have myself as entry. I picked myself because I had to, right? Like, I'm an entry player and there was an entry role. I have confidence, like I want to win, you know, and I want to be on the best team and I want to win with the boys. So I picked myself because I'm one of the best entries. And then I have Sonic as a coach. Well, I picked Sonic because to bring the boys together, to bring us together as a team. I think he's a good guy for the entire team, not only outside of the game, but also inside of the game. And I think it would help us out that we have Sonic as a coach in my Prime 6.
Ready to rock, roll, and rumble into the final half. It is Complexity Heroic and a 9-6 posting, keeping it as competitive as can be. In fact, the most competitive half we've seen so far between these two teams. Trading blows, now trading places. I've got Sponge alongside for the ride. He is the analytical goodness to whatever that I'm doing. Our machine, we're getting into it now as the do see very, very rare full 5 Kevlar vest pistol on both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, there is not a nade in sight. It's just bloodshed.
Well, let's biff. Let's get it on.
All right. Couple of grazings, couple of scabs on the knee as Tessus runs away. Bomb's on its way down. He tries to fake the ladder. Good shooting, though. He's hit the first and the second head. Bomb lose, not quite though. Config's not dead. In fact, quite the opposite. Double jumps into Stavn's crosshairs. We have got a death match now live, and Stavn looking pinpoint perfect. perfect with his USP. Blames in dark, they know where he is. He will get rushed upon. There's 2 to double peek on Decon. Tries to isolate these duels, and with his positioning now, he actually can. If Sjuush chooses to open the doors, there you go. On a moment's notice, they charge into the site, and Heroic are off to a winner.
Now this here might be one of the most important rounds in the map number 3. Will Complexity decide to shove all in and go for a force buy after getting a little bit peppered apart by these USPs? Just some lovely shots.
Very differently if Stown didn't handle that config drop so well. Like, I mean, the first...
made so much space.
First bullet out of his USP. If config does that, the space is there. Stown hyped up, hyping himself up.
Oh, they did buy here, Complexity.
And they're late out at spawn. That's not a fun mix.
No, so maybe a slower approach here on this one. Utility exchange towards the top side, denying that vent drop, that squeaky push, that top rush as Stown will go down the vent. But we do have Deagles with a scout, very standard looking Complexity buy. Lining up their smokes here, looks like it.
L block?
For the L block, yeah, this is their classic, they love this one. Flying on out, will land. And now Stown's already in place to deal with this. One Deagle bullet, be enough to take him down, but do they want to creep close or do they want to go deep? There's a lot of questions to be asked here. Poison tasked with watching Secret. Rest walking close to their own smoke wall. And they're going to use this as it evaporates to take warehouse control. Perfectly done.
The next step doesn't come so easy though, Chad.
No, this is where it gets very, very tough.
I can see a world where Sjuush gets overwhelmed.
They already have so much space here, Complexity. This is not meant to be for free.
Cadian seemingly unprepared for this. There's 2 of them already up heaven. What on earth is going on?
You're not meant to get this much room.
Okay, so Sjuush deals with main. Missed shots, missed shots, missed shots! Config struggles, Complexity. Back in control.
It's down stuck towards ramp, so all these rotations. He's been all over the map in top, secret, ramp, now to go up heaven.
Dude, you said this was a crucial round and it just felt like it's fallen so flat for Heroic. How did they lose track of them so clearly? Lame F doesn't quite finish his job. Stown left with a chance to save their M4.
Yeah, using the cam there to make it feel like he was going to go back towards CT spawn. Config knows that hasn't happened, and now he's going to get a goal. The timing, it's horrible. Stown takes him down. Now it's just JKS.
So,
yeah, so
you do the L block smokes, you walk into garage, you've got a world of control there, and if you're the CTs, you've covered it by having an SMG main, and you've sent someone down secret.
Yeah, so it looked like they didn't have that cross covered towards heaven. Now, I think Cadian was rotating back to pick up that slack, but he was too late, right? They did that very quickly and very quietly, their Complexity, right? They didn't have any tells, they didn't run boost in warehouse, so it wasn't heard by Stown below them. They just kind of went with the flow.
Yeah, and Heroic want to fight back.
Well, they have to.
But look at the Mag 7. I mean, we got a real wide, eclectic mix of weaponry. Stown, don't forget, save that M4, could come crucially into this one, because look at what the Ts are bringing as well. This is a smorgasbord of different Counter-Strike weaponry. Look at JKS. Hello.
Through.
Straight in. And sends Sjuush straight out. Molly's arriving topside. So much pressure from Complexity. Stown trying to change things, trying to shift the dialogue. He survives just about. Evasive strafe. He finds another in the smoke. Stown causing chaos. Recovers only a scout. What's he to do with that? He leaves the rifle for his teammate. This is synergy, and this is chaos now. The bomb on Config's back and low. Rush has to be the hero, and he's lost his life as well. Changing hands! Stown hits it straight into Config. What?
Worst weapon for the job here. Mac 10 up heaven.
Saw him, I think. His teammates might have conveyed that information. But dude, Stown finding the impact and then proceeding to give Tessas the weapon to find even more. It's hot.
That's heard. Bomb's so close, he can grab it.
And can't quite get away. Tessas does go down. Blaine with 10 HP and route to ramp.
Look where Cadian is. He's just gone up heaven. He'll be here too little, too late.
Too little, too late. You're absolutely bang on. Blame's down. Stown is 2. Down the vents. Hoping Cadian will be caught in rotations here. Blame pauses. And Cadian knocks off his head. Heroic sees control. My God, they're just trading blows off the back of the pistol.
Back and forth we go here.
Love this. This was great. His movement to evade Poison and then find him, immediately drops his rifle, and then hits this wall bang onto Config, just if you want to see that.
Oh boy, that's a big one to win right there, and a huge shot from Cadian. Complexity, they won't be silenced. They're going to buy back in again themselves. Back 10, Tech 9s, P250, a bit of util. Let's keep the brawl going back and forth. It's a bit of a slobber knocker here. They're going ramp and they're through, but Tessa says no.
Yeah, he's fully flashed. They're trying to punish Pip the gap. He's inflicted as much damage as he can. Oh! Look at that. Look at their health. They have had their world turned upside down, and it's Refresh just to put the final few nails in round 19. He has fallen.
3 on 3 now.
Yeah, but down. Blind spot! Can't react in time. JKS is given a gift from the Counter-Strike gods.
This is some gnarly Counter-Strike right here.
This is mad. At 4x3, perhaps. I don't know what Stown lives.
Oh!
He's missed his shot between the two of them, and they're so low. That was a one shot he could have found on either.
Shush is here.
Yeah, if he opens this door and finds JKS, it's all about timing. He hasn't opted to do so. This gets awkward now. He can pivot top site should he desire. Bombs on Blame ramp. Rush will go top side for the info. If he calls it clear, likely see Blame maneuver in the same direction, but Shush is actually sneaking up the fence, and no way. Rush doesn't have the info, and Blame could lose the bomb.
He might get a fight here, Shush.
If the bomb drops into sight, oh my lord. Timing doesn't favor him now. Bomb dropped into sight. He hears it. He's got a gap.
A big gap.
Sees him. I am getting a little bit of nostalgia here. He's executed the first, and doing so quickly is a big part of his success here. JKS on the vents, does tag up Blame with that nade. Needs to fake it, needs to draw them into the site. They call his bluff. JKS swinging out, finds another. Shush faking him out. Blame, do you call the bluff? How brave are you against your domestic rival? He's called it. He's called the bluff and won the round for Colt.
He's hitting it. Is Blame picking?
He will.
Oh! Still got awfully bloody close there.
Certainly did.
But back and forth we go. The Force Spies wars, they're well and truly on. Round after round, we're 4 deep into the
Can we bring up
second
that
half.
round recap? It will show everybody what a close game in the second half looks like. Let's see this again. Just called the bluff. Blame so brave. That was a one-on-one there on the top site.
Imagine if it was one of the low HP players up ladder, right?
Yeah.
That nade would have killed him.
100%. I mean, had he thrown the nade vent and faked and held heaven, I mean, hindsight's definitely clearer.
Well, we're going in again. The Force Spy for Heroic. They do not want to let this one go.
Oh my lord, they are just playing a game of chicken, essentially, just accelerating towards each other in their financial investments.
Yeah, it looks like Complexity is starting this one very, very slowly here. There's going to be a heavy rotation down the vent as Stown is already trying to clear out secrets. So they're going to appear up secret late, but as we can see, everybody from Complexity right now is focused more towards lobby. They're going back towards T-spawn to set up these yard smokes. So Heroic right now just getting pulled around the map purely by Cadian because nothing has happened from Complexity here to really make them heavy rotate. These smokes will help.
Yeah, the fact that they can just call it a fake, that should surely give them a bit of a leg up.
Yeah, and it looks like they're pivoting over towards this top site. Squeaky smoked off. That'll delay for a little bit longer. The yard players can go for a bit more info now, and Cadian, as he's calling things clear, he's rallying the troops.
Fresh, if he tucks in, this is a favorable duel now.
Bullets to the belly.
Yeah, crosshair from config may not be in the right place. It's going to be an element of surprise. 2 clicks is all it takes to the center of mass. To the waistband. 2 clicks. Found. So is the AK. And Rush reveals that the bomb now on site. Blame controlling lobby. Refresh tasked with finding him, and he has. More damage. Poison denies.
Oh,
Fresh
what?
Still hitting headshots. The dude is insane. He's as cracked as he is jacked. 12 for Complexity.
His crazy flicks to the head like last second in this series have just been on point. We seem to catch every single one of them. 20 kills for him. It's not enough. Complexity. Heads held high. They win the Force Spy wars. The first team to string 2 consecutive rounds together here in the second half.
Eesh. Counter-Strike delicacy right there.
Okay, well, Heroic are broken and battered just down to these pistols. Next round with that 2,400 loss bonus. The buy won't be pretty. Saving an AK here. More damage to Complexity's economy. It will be important.
The end of the Force Spy wars.
And this is the thing, right? Complexity, they win this. They're on 13. They win that next gun round where Heroic have to cobble things together.
They're actually going to be behind this.
It's so good. Easiest fights of your life up there. The damage is respectable, but the heads have been lopped, and now it is just 3 remaining with these USPs. Make that 1 remaining. Refresh the hero, or the almost hero of the last. 166 ADR. Can we get someone to check that out? Maybe get Rush on the phone, talk to a couple of statisticians. Because he's been having a bloody good game.
I'm in the server, reading 95 in the server.
Okay, well, guys, cancel that. We've got our answers.
Just going to press this button here. Okay.
Thanks, Rush.
Now.
Nice. I didn't know you could hack the mainframe like that. Can you do anything other tricks?
That's it.
Oh.
He's getting there, though. Next season, wait and see what he's got in store for you.
Yeah. He'll have mastered all the basics. Sit, come,
Beg,
beg.
shake.
Good boy. Can't quite finish the job. That's a shame. Would have been nice to take another weapon away, considering how close the previous rounds have been. But regardless, complexity and nearing the magic number.
The importance of this round right here for Heroic is everything. The loss bonus going into the next round is only $2,900. What they're investing in here is going to be rifles across the board with light utility and likely no defuse kits in play. If they lose this round and lose all 5 members, their buys will be forced between here and that number 16 for complexity.
All right, then. It comes down to this for Heroic. Chad paints the picture. Now it's time to see how much of a frame Heroic can put around it. Late outside smokes, possibility given the posturing.
We might have to see something more aggressive or gambly here from Heroic. Utility now is just 3 smokes remaining. They have nothing to defend with late. They have nothing for a retake.
Oh, someone's missed a smoke. They've threw the same smoke twice.
They've ruined the L block, so this is big problems right now.
That's such a chance for Heroic.
Stown could tell his teammates just to keep their eyes on Squeaky, Hut, and Ramp. Nothing is yard.
Primarily M4s, and that's it for this defense. Util towards the top site. And now Refresh steps up with another 1.5. Stown, timing is perfect, and so is the spray. Oh my lord, it was Shush that steals it. But Heroic are back and competitive here on Nuke.
And the thing is, Complexity will have no idea that that smoke wall failed. So whatever miscommunication, whoever threw the wrong smoke, whoever missed the smoke, they're not going to know that that was a gap right there. They'll just assume that Heroic, you know, they had some info maybe from Secret, maybe they were playing a little bit more aggressively. They won't know that that smoke wall missed, so that's quite curious. I'm not sure if Stown blocked it or what exactly happened, but it just did look like they threw 2 of the exact same smoke.
Look at his timing out of this smoke from Stown.
But you see that smoke, Stown threw that. That smoke that Squeaky, Stown, as soon as he heard the utility coming in top, pulled out his smoke, threw it straight at the door. That facilitated Refresh to get in front and try and...
Well, he did what? He did the damage that enabled the double from his teammate. Yeah, brilliant stuff. And that was a must-win round delivered by the Danes.
Check how the economy is in the balance right now. JKS is just down to a Tech 9 here.
It's always hanging on by a bloody thread for both teams.
Yeah, the back and forth affair of this one, keeping it exciting. This time the smokes will land.
Cadian doesn't choose to pull the trigger on his nade just yet. Towards the main walk-up.
Oh, look at that.
On the nose. And more with the USP, he knows what they're up to. Stown's in a position to punish, and he's found a tiny gap. What was that dink?
Down to Rush?
Yeah, last bullet of the spray goes way downtown. And now, essentially, 2 down. Poor Rush won't be able to contribute in the same way. And Refresh, who has impressed, responsible for this secret walk-up. He actually wants to give them the peak. He's going to bring the fight, and he transfers 2 down. Spells trouble for Poison. Nade on his nose.
Ooh. Oh, what are you meant to do if you're JKS?
Nothing. Stown's going to finish it before we can start another sentence. And now, Complexity down to 2K. They may be closer to that magic number, but their numbers don't feel too magic for them right now. Let's see how this one goes down. Look at this from Stown. He finds the tiniest gap, the only gap in their L block smokes. And it's not like it's a surprise that they're being thrown. He's clearly done his research.
Wild to me that he gets that dink onto Rush, right? Because he had no idea that he would have hit that.
No.
And for those maybe curious as, what's Cadian doing? Why is he peppering the smoke with a USP right there? Seeing if he can find any information for Stown to spam off of. Well, the pensive music plays as the timeout ends, and right now for Complexity with that, well, woeful economy situation they find themselves in, will have to concede what would be Heroic's 11th rounds here. A plant would be great if they could somehow miraculously get themselves in a position to get that bomb down, have that cash injection coming into the back pocket. Complexity's next gun round will be looking much, much better, but how are they going to pull this one off? Towards Squeaky they go. Blame's dead already. Cadian finds him with the AWP, and as they come out, Squeaky refresh quick with 3, Shush with the molly. Dealing with it like it's absolutely no problem whatsoever. Complexity took that timeout going into an eco, so that discussion is for this round right now, just to make sure, you know, they understand how they want to approach this gun round. Blame wanted utility, so he's gone in with a Galil.
I'll be intrigued to see if there's ever a missed smoke again, yeah. You planted a seed of doubt for me there that they may not have realized they threw the same smoke twice. Let's see. Looks pretty damn fine already. Blame fast. My boy wanting to get himself onto that main roof. He's on silo for now.
They're going straight down secret this time.
It's down, here's it, and actually connects some good bullets. Config. He descends secret, but at quite the price. Refresh has successfully held this before.
Oh, Tessus now.
Yeah, he's in a great position. It's down smoked off, so he is going to be isolated. He's turned the flash as they swing and confirms that there is a lot of action outside. Didn't choose to pull the trigger, now he does.
Oh,
and Heroic are pulling them apart here. They're so low. Config wants Tessus, he loses the duel. Ooh, just at the toes, he's spamming his jump, he lives to tell the tale.
Even pre-firing here, Blame F.
Yeah, he's only Blame F now, and they know exactly where he is. He was the one taking that duel on Tessus. Just rotating accordingly. Looks like the gap is going to get even closer now. 27 for Refresh if he finds this one. It's Tessus.
Ooh, all right, we might need to look at this run of 4 rounds in a row right here for Heroic, and it's not about just the rounds themselves, it's about how many players they have kept alive. In the last 3 rounds, they have kept all 5 players alive, and the one before that was 4. Now, that's great. You might think, oh, cool, they're doing it without too many casualties. What we're talking about here is their bank balance. It is swelling. They have set themselves up for the tail end of this game. They will not be under the pump, economically speaking, at all. So much cash. 6K plus is Complexity, just down to pistols again. Fast smokes towards Yard. This time, more players behind it. Down spamming. Won't be able to hear these footsteps. They're underarming smokes. They're trying to make this quick. The rotation's coming through. The flashes back and forth, but oh, they're actually hedging into main.
Yeah, Refresh has got the first. Deals with a
28
second
kills.
well. Yeah, he's chasing 30. 29. Oh, one more bullet will do it. There it is, a dirty 30 from Refresh. 4 kills added up to the tally. He had 4 in the previous, just chasing the dragon of one of his highest statistical games so far.
Easy as you like, ready for all the kills, no dramas whatsoever. Only ammo was the problem for the kid right there, is all tied up, 13-13. Inseparable right now, these teams. Let's see, does Complexity have an answer for the slew of 5?
What's the call?
No ult for Poison. Might be something a bit execute heavy.
Refresh, what are you doing? You got a full set of utility. You walking in hot?
They're getting Aggie.
They are. Shush, straight through his own smoke.
This is the mix-up.
Oh my God, he's not even just stopping. No way JKS was ready for that. And he calls lobby clear. This is going to completely slow down Complexity. That's a cancel. That is a cancel if ever I've seen one. Suddenly, knives out, everyone silently trying to gather their sources, or resources rather. Oh, Shush has made such a play there.
They have to push eyes back off Yard before they're even able to go for a lobby retake here. Because right now, there's no reason for Heroic to rotate anywhere. Now these smokes will land. That means Cadian cannot see the cross. Blame will sell this on his lonesome, forcing a rotation away for Heroic at least, but they need to take back lobby control.
Shush lines up for another 1.5 frags.
And the bomb called.
Okay, well, they're just relieved to have some lobby control again.
Feels nice to get your gifted part of the map back.
Yeah, supposed to be yours. May not be for long. Refresh looks so zoned in. Extends his spray in anticipation for more, and there is more towards top side. Complexity falling by the wayside. It's only Blame. And finished off before he could even get it going. Fist bumps exchanged. Heroic sees control of the game. This is now 6 rounds in a row from the CTs.
And that all came on the round where they missed those smokes and they walked into that top site. Without the plant, Complexity are left with just the max loss bonus. 3,400 getting pumped into their bank balance round after round after round. If they don't get that bomb down, they won't be able to contest with AKs, the full buys, getting the orbs out for poison. It's just going to be SMGs. There's going to be a couple of light pistols, the half buys. And that's for Heroic to grab their 15th round right here. Remember, top of the group. Straight on through to those play-ins. Saving themselves a couple of extra rounds of the playoffs here at EPL. Well, Complexity, they don't want to go down without a fight here. They are buying in with that half purchase. 3 Tech 9s, 2 Mac 10s. There's a couple of options. Fast top, straight out that squeaky door.
God,
Fast
making it cool
ramp.
like that.
That's another choice. Secret smokes to lower, but they have been stopped at every turn. They have to pull something out here.
Rush is often known for when something is demanded of his team, he's the one to step up and deliver it, does the dirty work and does it with style and pizzazz.
Exploding.
They are exploding top site. Straight in. Pressure mounting. Shush already deals with one. It's all CTs. Blame changes the story, albeit briefly. Poison can't survive, can't weather the storm. Heroic 15, 1 away from the top spot of Group A. That's a buy. 2 best of 3s you just don't have to play. It's a luxury afforded to only the best of the group. Complexity and Heroic have been throwing punches to find that luxury, and my God, it comes down to the narrowest of margins. Nearly all 30 rounds of play. It's been a quiet one from Cadian in the third. Not to say you haven't seen impact to get him to this point, but it all could come down to this. Complexity have all the bells and whistles. Towards ramp, Tess is tested. Through the flames, it's Rush. Told you, dirty work, straight in, taking space and taking heads is Config and JKS. Look at the damage though, Chad.
Straight into lower here.
No one's down. It's down. So low, Poison can't react. JKS may burn. This could be the equalizer right there. Incendiary spreading. JKS, what are you doing? He's in the safe haven. More damage inflicted, but they won't expect him. Neither of them will inspect him. Both backs are turned, and he finds them both. JKS keeps it competitive for Cole. And it's the man of the hour, Refresh. 32 frags, needs more to close the door. Can't. We go all 30. 4 kills from JKS, another impact round from the Australian.
Ooh, right down to the wire there. Tessus, it felt like he was in the right place for the job like that. Had them all bottleneck, could just not land those bullets.
If that molly spreads, it's a different round.
Yeah, bang on.
Jeez. It was the first half as well, just a couple of deep mollies being the difference maker. Those tiny touches of nuance separating these two teams. Outside smokes, let's go. OT or Heroic pulling it across the line in the final round of regulation.
Everything they need for this one. First smoke for the old block will land. Where's the second? Trying to bait out some utility here from Heroic, seeing if they want to cancel that wall with a molly. Mind games in the final round of play here. Nade through JKS, liquor damage. 4 players lining this up.
Okay.
Flash through. Nobody's biting on anything Cadian selling.
Lockers smoke?
Yeah, it looks like it. So they're going to try and constrict Cadian's viewpoint here. A couple of flashes will follow these smokes. He has to drop back to a more passive CT line.
So main is vulnerability now. He'll communicate that. They have Yard.
His position is great for the job.
Yep, they're coming in towards his location. He's missed his shots though, and that's info. Rush with a high flash. He turns it just in time. Trying to maintain control of the Heaven swing. They have Yard, but you can't plant Yard.
They might just leave him here now. They know Cadian's out of the fight. He cannot contest.
Good catch from Rush as well as he presses JKS's button. Ramp has been taken. All of this kerfuffle outside has put a huge gap on the map for the T side. They've descended Secret as well, have they?
Yeah, the bomb going down Secret now. Tessus is the man with all the work to do.
Commits to the spray and converts. Complexity trying to take it to OT, but Tessus says no! Double kill. 19 seconds. Blame and JKS have enough time to plant.
Needs to grab that bomb.
Stown the first to arrive. The rest on top site. Stown's been loud about this, and an important duel now. Stown survives, stares at the floor, but keeps his heart beating, as does mine, as it starts to quicken in pace. Blame in dark. Heroic, losing Refresh, or not quite, down to 18, he hits his shot. It's only one man to take us to overtime, to survive. He can't do it, can't handle it. Heroic Their offices get a little louder as the defuse comes in. That's a big win. Top of the group after 2 roster changes. It's Heroic that take the top of the group. They take the bye. High fives all round. And taking down the Juggernaut. No easy feat. We'll be breaking it down at the desk afterwards. Group A concludes on this Friday evening.